An internal U.S. report reveals that President Joe Biden ordered the construction of a military pier to provide aid into Gaza, despite concerns about the viability of the operation from the outset. U.S. International Development Agency staff warned that the pontoon was liable to fail and would undermine diplomatic efforts to force Israel to grant land access to Gaza for the entry of aid. The mission was enacted and subsequently cancelled after a total of 20 days in operation, following repeated security and weather-related problems, having distributed less than a third of its intended cargo at a cost of $230 million.
The sailors, Marines, merchantmen, soldiers are all behind this mission because they see they are making a difference for the people of Gaza.
This mission's failure highlights the continuous struggle to address aid concerns over the last 10 months of combat inside Gaza. The UN blames Israel for bottlenecking aid distribution, and earlier this week stressed that threats of Israeli attacks against aid staff and evacuation orders are severely hampering its ability to distribute food.
Humanitarian aid delivery continues, a tremendous feat given that we are operating at the uppermost peripheries of tolerable risk. Mr. Michaud underscores that humanitarians have been in the crosshairs throughout this crisis, which is by far the deadliest on record for the United Nations.
An IDF order to evacuate Deir al-Balagh, where UN staff were quartered, was highlighted as particularly disrupting, coming days before a polio vaccination drive for 600,000 plus children. The Israeli military blames the humanitarian crisis in Gaza on Hamas and has pointed the finger at the UN's distribution capabilities. Its COGAT unit is assisting in the polio inoculation campaign. On Tuesday, the IDF noted that it sees the aid problems in Gaza as an important aspect of its continued fight against Hamas, and that it has assigned a brigadier general to oversee such activities.